In the name of Allah, the most merciful and benevolent. And be not like those who had forgotten Allah, so He made them oblivious of themselves. They are the wicked ones. Verse number 19 of Surat Al-Hashr. Dear listeners, in this Quranic verse of Surat Al-Hashr, Allah has warned us not to be like those who had forgotten Him, so that in consequence they were made to forget themselves. People who remember Allah is actually remembering themselves, and who ignore the divine existence tend to forget themselves. Now, how do they forget themselves? Let's analyze. We can't forget that we are breathing and alive. Neither can we forget that we are in a certain environment where either we are enjoying or else sulking or grieving. Nor can we forget that we are feeling hungry or thirsty and would want to eat and drink to satiate ourselves. We would need comfort and shelter, so we have to work hard to earn our living and obtain those. And when we feel tired, we need to rest and sleep so we can gain our energies back. We can't forget the daily routines of our lives, isn't it so? Then how do we forget ourselves? The question remains as it is. Well, it's not the physical self, but it's the spiritual side that we tend to forget when we are forgetting our Master, our Creator, Allah, who has made and raised us, taken care of us always. In fact, He is the one who created this whole universe and all the creatures in it, including us. But He took special care to make us superior to all and made us the custodians of rest of the creatures around. So when we remember Allah, we remember ourselves that live inside us, which is not obvious to others, but is only connected with that divine being we call Allah. He has given us the option to take ourselves to that highest pedestal that He has chosen for us by blowing that spirit into us and making even the angels to bow down to us. But being the Almighty and His pride and all would never allow Him to force it on us. So He left that option open to us to either take it or leave it. An individual human life has two aspects: the body, the physical aspect, and the soul, the spiritual aspect. One eats, drinks, dresses up, plays around, sleeps and works, and is physically active. That's one's obvious self, appearing to all. But there is this hidden self too, another dimension to our worldly existence, something beyond our material self, another realm and another form of existence, where we are conscious of ourselves and so answerable to Allah. And when we forget Allah for all His divinity, just to live and enjoy our lives to the hilt, derive and attain pleasure from that, Allah's ultimate punishment in this world is that loss of memory for us, that forgetfulness of our spiritual self that connects us to Him, raising us to the higher standards. We are reduced to our animal selves, just remembering and putting forth our physical needs, eating and drinking, enjoying and entertaining, catering to our physical urges like animals, resting and sleeping, and eventually dying. That's it. When we don't cater to our spiritual needs, when we violate that divine sanctity, we rot inside and then go empty. Let's look at some of those successful people around: multimillionaires, politicians, high ranking officials, CEOs of corporate culture, famous professionals with long careers behind them, and so forth. But their hearts are contented with their own luxurious lifestyles and insensitive to the misery around them. That's what Allah means to make us forget ourselves, who we are. We become selfish and heartless and sign in for the admission in the hell. That's very scary, isn't it? We weren't meant to be animals, no matter how well groomed and trained in drawing room manners, but yes, still animals. We were made and raised into human beings, attaining that divine spirit in us. We were basically created for the heritage of the heaven and not this world, where we are supposed to stay for a short while. And for this short visit, we don't need all the stuff we keep on collecting, the luxury and the riches we are surrounding us with, the kind of pleasure we are searching for. Allah kept us reminding that since the very creation of Adam's and sent us the message through various messengers throughout the decades. But we keep on forgetting and ignoring, despite his warnings and reminders. May Allah help us remember him and so ourselves through him and forgive our blunders. Amen. Thanks for listening.